let's get into a reading collective. So I wasn't going to do this today, but I'm going to. Let's see what's coming out. Guys, we're going to do a no contact real quick. Okay. So I'm definitely seeing a relationship that was either blocked or not pursued. Let's see. How are you feeling around this relationship? Guys, if you need anything, check it out down below in that comment section. So you're feeling like you can't escape this person, whoever this is. All right. How do they feel for you? This could be someone who feels like you're a player. You feel like you can't escape them, but they could feel like you're a player and that you have the tendency to shut down. Why do they think that you're a player? Because they wanted to take it slow. This could be someone who also was up in their head. So they took them being up in their head as you playing games. Yeah, this person felt helpless when it comes to you. But they could have also had the tendency to pretend. Okay, so why do you feel like you can't escape this person? Because you were trying not to force it, but this person was hard to read and you felt like they erased you? So what does this person want with you? They just want to stay out of the drama. So I'm going to say this. You're having a hard time escaping someone. Someone where you were trying not to force the relationship. But you now perceive, but you're now being perceived because you weren't willing to force, chase, demand, anything of that sort. You're now being perceived as a player. Someone who likes to keep their emotional distance. There could have been an energy where there was an opportunity for this to get off the ground again or be explored again, and then it was withered away because someone was in their head. I'm definitely seeing whoever it is that feels like you're a player, they don't want to be in any sense of drama. But I'm also seeing that that person's not learned a lesson. So if they are in a relationship with anyone else or entertaining anyone, whether it's been past, present, future, they could be trying to learn some sort of valuable lesson. Yeah. For sure. For sure. Okay. So why does this person feel like you're a player? Because they were trying not to lose hope, but they feel burdened. Okay, so this is why they feel like you're a player. Someone can't escape you. But they feel like you're a player because you didn't pick them or because you're not in the same boat that they are, okay? Whoever it is that feels like you're a player is still in the process of learning a lesson. They have the tendency to feel like the victim to their life and to their own life choices, okay? That's what I'm saying. So what do you need to know about this person who feels like you're a player? I'm getting so confused. You need to listen to your intuition. Yeah, there's some sort of toxicity here. And they're feeling burdened because something is blowing up in this person's life. Like full blown blowing up, okay? Full blown blowing up. This person, if you're single, this person could feel like you're a player because you're waiting for someone that's, okay. Some of you could be viewed as a player because you're waiting for someone that's worth giving to. And that could be the reason why someone finds you to be a player. You could be the kind of man where you've always said, listen, I'm the kind of man where I'm free until a woman shows me why I shouldn't be. Well, that could be the reason why a lot of women think you a player. They could be like, no, he's just a player. You know, I was in love with him, but I feel so helpless. I would tell him what I wanted and he would never give it to me. And I just can't do the drama with him anymore. Yeah, he says that he'll get in a relationship one day, but it's not us apparently we're not worthy of his relationship status. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying whoever it is that's deeming you as a player could be kind of leaning on friend support, could be kind of trying to, you know, this could be a guy or a girl who's like, tell me he ain't worth it, tell me not to call him. And this could be the friend that's saying, nah, you deserve more, blah, 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 blah. Now, I am saying that if they have a friend that they're venting to, that friend could be looking you up on social media if they're able. So this could be someone who's saying, he's just a player. He always wants to mess with these girls and leave them high and dry. He don't even want a relationship, blah, 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 blah. She could be venting to a friend, and that friend could be telling her, girl, you deserve more than him. Girl, you see that receding hairline? Don't be playing with him. He's 45. If he don't know what he wants right now, he ain't ever gonna know what he wants. She could be really trash talking you, okay? But that could be the same friend who's also sitting on the couch while she's trash talking you and looking you up and be like, girl, you see this? You see this picture? Girl, this what you crying over? He's ugly. That's what I'm saying. So you could be being viewed as a player right now, and there could be people kind of tearing you down because they feel like you're drama. And it could be an energy of stay away from him or her because him or her's drama, they for the streets, blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm saying that someone's life is kind of blowing up right now, is what I'm saying. Someone's feeling really burdened. Someone's feeling overwhelmed. Not the person being viewed as a player. So it isn't you. Whoever this person is, they could be going through a lot right now where they're seeking advice and help. It could be a lot of things taking place right now. Let's say that they have been struggling financially. Well, this year, it could be worse than it's ever been, to the point where they're having to make changes. Maybe the past 3 years, they couldn't afford that home that they had bought. Now they really can't afford it, and they're having to sell it. And that could be some of the things that's taking place. Not only is that taking place, but then they're talking about how you're a player and how you mess them over and blah, 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 blah. And how you have the tendency to shut down, and how they thought that you and them were going to have maybe a reunion or a rendezvous, but it never got off the ground. It was always just drama. You can't be trusted. You're always sneaky and lying and blah, 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 blah. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry that I'm saying blah, 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 blah. It's just, I don't want to continue to repeat myself. I'm not going to sit here and slander you just because someone feels that you're a player. I know a lot of people who have been deemed as a player when that person specifically has told someone, I don't want a relationship, I'm not interested, or blah, 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 but then get mad when they beg or they chase and they don't get what they want, even though that person told them, listen, I'm not giving you a relationship. And that's kind of what I'm saying here. It's like you're being deemed as a player because someone can't escape you, but they don't want to force the relationship with you. And it's a little bit of like put up or shut up. You can't say that I'm a player when I didn't even know we were playing a game. Well, what are you talking about? That's what I'm saying here, okay? So why are you being deemed as a player? You're being deemed as someone who likes to play with people's emotions. You're being deemed as someone who could be very wounded, maybe even hard to love. So you're being viewed as someone who likes to take a leap and likes to take a risk. You'll come in feeding someone a dream or a fantasy. So these could be, I'm going to put this in the context of you being a man because I feel like this is going to be the easiest way for me to explain this. Let's say you're a man, okay? And you're used to dealing with this girl. You like her. She's cute. But maybe she ain't the kind of girl you want to take home to mama. Maybe she ain't the kind of girl you want to marry. Maybe long-term wise, you don't see her in your life long-term. Well, she could feel helpless. She could feel helpless because she feels like she can't escape you, but she ain't trying to force the relationship with you. She likes you, but she ain't trying to beg. That's what I'm saying from her. However, you could be the kind of man where, you hit her up sometimes and you're like, hey, how are you? Good, how are you? Good, I was thinking about going to a festival this weekend and figured I'd see if you want to go. She decides to go. She might not clarify with you, what is this? What are your intentions? Why do you want to go to the festival this weekend? She's just glad that she's getting the attention from you. Well, she could go along with it. You guys go to the festival, you have fun. Well, then when you get home, though, you could shut down. Maybe you're the kind of person where you spend the whole weekend out, you don't want to talk to nobody for a few days. Well, then she gets home and she goes home and tells her friends, We went out to the festival. He ignored me. He's a butt. He's all of these things. These could be the same friends who are, girl, I found him online dating. Girl, did you see him on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on YouTube? I'm definitely seeing an energy of you being the bad guy when maybe, just maybe, when you guys went to the festival, you never said anything about you guys dating. There was never any clarification. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people, when they're entertaining or dating people, will say, well, it's their fault. I don't know why he or she come in anyways. Okay, that's fair. But let's remind ourselves that nobody can come into our lives unless we allow it. Nobody can come in and bring confusion, illusion, break our hearts, make us helpless unless we allow it. So a man or a woman can come towards you and say, hey, stranger, it's been a long time. I love to see your face. Let's go to a festival. You can hit them with I want to know your intentions first before we spend the weekend together. What is this? But if you don't, it makes you just as much of the problem as them. And what I'm saying is that this could be someone who feels like you're giving them mixed signals when you're not. You're not giving them mixed signals at all. They might have seen your leap or your risk as a hopeful future. You know, this could be someone that whenever you reached out, he or she started seeing the future. Oh my God, well, he or she's reaching out because I'm the love of their life. Oh my God, my dreams are finally taking place. They're finally taking flight. And got kind of caught up in the fantasy or the fairy tale. And then before you know it, it's not what that person thinks it is. So I am saying that some of you could have been deemed a player when you might actually not be a player. You might just not be able to handle things in the way that this person can. Doesn't make it good, doesn't make it bad. Now, I am saying whoever this person that's kind of dragging you through the mud could be talking about you to their friends, and those people could be stalking you or looking you up on social media, okay? Give me a little bit more. Yeah, there's some sort of anxiety here. So this is what I'm seeing that's going to take place. There's going to be self-reflection on both parts. One person's going to recognize that they should have quit giving to this a long time ago, which is, I think, the person that's going to drag your name through the mud. And then I'm saying that you're going to end up recognizing that you should maybe make sure that you're giving to things that are long-term instead of short-term. Yeah. So I definitely see that this is the kind of dynamic that's not going to be victorious. This is going to be the kind of dynamic where somebody is going to walk away and feel betrayed. This is going to be the kind of dynamic where someone is going to feel like it was a fruitless victory. So again, you know, sometimes in life we are the villain in someone's story and we don't even know it. Sometimes in life we are seen as a player, as a tease, as a 304. We are seen as things that we might not be, but we're seen as that because that's based off of their perspective, okay? Their viewpoint. And what I'm saying is that there could definitely be someone who sees you as a player. And I don't necessarily know if you've earned that title. I think it's just how this dynamic played out with this person specifically, okay? What do you need to know about this? You need to know that there is a possibility of you and this person going through this cycle again if you're not careful. But I am saying that you and this person have the tendency to like trigger one another. And it's just a very unhealthy energy, just to be quite blunt with you. And I think you need to be careful with that, okay? I think you need to be careful of dealing with that. Yeah, I'm saying that this person's an overthinker, for sure. And feels like you can't be trusted. So, I mean, you know, what can you build with someone when they can't trust you? Because I don't see that you've done anything. Did you do anything to not be trusted? There could have been rumors. Or they viewed you as someone who was trying to control the situation. So, I mean, again, there's nothing really there's either rumors about you or there's a personality trait that you have that they view as the personality trait of a player. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't see this person necessarily coming towards you. I see them just talking about you, making you the bad guy, talking about how they don't want this drama in their life anymore because every time they deal with you, it's nothing but drama, blah, blah, blah. I will say that this person feels like you are incomparable, but that could be the angry aspect, is that they feel like there's such good qualities of you that's so incomparable, but that also pisses them off because they view you in this negative energy. You're just wanting to keep an emotional distance. You're just wanting to play the field. You're just wanting attention. You're just wanting to be the kind of man where you can hit me up at 10 o'clock at night and not think about me during the day. But it's an energy of, but don't pick up the phone. If someone shows you who they are, believe them. Don't pick up the phone. So I don't know what part of this story is yours. Someone either views you as the player or you're dealing with someone that you view as a player. If you're dealing with someone that you view as a player, take your power back. That person can only call you. You don't have to answer. You answering gives your power away. If you know someone's a player, or if you at least feel that way, quit entertaining them. Allow them to keep their distance. Allow them to not have access to you anymore. But you could be the one being viewed as a player as well, just so you know. And if that's the case, I think you need to recognize that sometimes in life, people can think that we are something, but that doesn't mean that we are. So, babes, some of you are being viewed as a player, to be honest with you. Okay, and if that's the case, somebody could be having a hard time escaping you. I don't know. I'm going to leave it here. Bye, guys.